Hey everyone, I'm back with a little bit of crafting that I did this past weekend. I went to visit a friend out of town and we had a crafty day. You guys know Carla. I've mentioned her before if you've watched my channel long enough. So we have a get together once a month about. Sometimes we don't have it, but we've been having it pretty regularly. And I took my postage collage stencils with me to kind of just play around since I didn't, want to get into something too heavy. So I used the postage collage Christmas stencil and the gingerbread stencil. Okay, the Christmas stencil is 4 layers. The gingerbread one is 4 layers, and the snowman one is 2. So if there's one that you're interested in, the snowman one is a lot easier because it only has 2 layers as opposed to 4. Okay. And I have not stamped on any of them yet because I didn't get around to doing that. I just didn't get around to. And I haven't made them into cards yet. So I don't know if I'll be cutting these apart or just keeping some of them together to use as card fronts on tags and cards. So this is one I did of the gingerbread. Actually, I did 2 of the gingerbread. Or I had to. So this one is the first attempt, and I used all of these used Distress Oxide inks. I found that when I'm stenciling, these give, because I think they're a drier formula, the ink doesn't get all, it doesn't blend out. I said it doesn't creep, you get a crisper edge on the stenciling when you use this ink. That's what I found. If you guys get better results with dye ink, then by all means do that. But this one is with a different color than this one. So this one is, I think, cracked pistachio, whereas the blue is a salvage patina. I think that's the only difference in terms of the colors that I used. That's why you have a mint green versus a blue. So those are the 2 gingerbread stencils that I did. And then I did the Christmas. This one came out last year. So I did 2 of these in the same colorway, but you'll notice there's just a slight difference in the way I did the deer. He's got a brown spot there, but I used pink there, so it's more like a blush. I noticed that after this is the first one I did, and this is the second, and I changed the coloring of the quilted square here, stamp, I should say, because these are all going to become postage stamps. So, and then of course I changed the ornament colors. I just kind of tried to play with the colors and kind of vary them to see how I like it. Because if you keep it together, like this one, for example, this one is more cohesive. You've got pink here, here, and here. Whereas this one has a lot of green. So I think I might like this one better in terms of, how I place the ink colors. If I keep it together, as opposed to if I separate them out, I can use them, individually or together as well. So these are the 2 Christmas stencils. Now, I know a lot of these are sold out too, these stencils now, because they're, I guess, pretty popular with folks. Just know that I think they had them on pre-order, so you could order them again, because I went back and ordered some more of the non-Christmas ones, just because I thought they were so fun. So here's 3 of the snowman, and you can see I did the backgrounds with all the same coloring for each one, and then varied the colors of the buttons. So these I could cut apart if I want, or I could use just as together as one card front. So I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but I'll play with it and see which I like better. So yeah, these are the items that I got finished, quote unquote finished, during our crafty day, and I was there from 9 o'clock to 6, and we had some lunch. We always bring food, but we had a potato bar, which was excellent this time around. And so hopefully, next one we'll do something different. But anyway, that's what I finished at the crafty day. And then I bought the stamp. I actually spotted this one on eBay. It was inside of a lot of stamps a lot, like as in a couple of different stamps, wood stamps. And when I saw it, I saw the other side of the stamp and I thought, oh, that's not the same. So I went ahead and picked up the lot just because of this. It was a great price for lots of different stamps. Some of them I will be gifting because I have them already, but this one in particular is the one I saw. So this is a Darcy stamp, and it's one of her ones that you would use like on a gift bag. That's why it's so tall. But it's 5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So this will still fit on a card front if you're interested in that type of thing. And you can cut the heart out, and make it a shaker, or fill it with something else, maybe your sentiment. Because I have a number of holiday sentiments that could probably fit inside of this heart, and color it up or something like that. But the other side of the stamp, and this is a red rubber stamp. It's right here. It doesn't have any markings on the block. And I have another Darcy one that was in the same lot, and it's exactly the same way, where you have, actually it's, if you've ever seen her stamp, she's got like some that are like little squares, and there's 4 squares together. This other one that I have is a penguin stamp, and it's got 2 penguins on one side doing 2 different things, and then 2 penguins on the other side of the block. So I know this is the Darcy stamp. There's no markings on it or anything like that, but that's how it came. The other side was this, and this is what I spotted, and I thought, oh, that has to be a recipe stamp, right? It's a Christmas tree, and it's a sugar cookie. So the recipe in here is for sugar cookies. And so I stamped it out. You need to know, though, if you're looking at these stamps from Darcy's, she made these stamps so that you would have like, it would be like a gift in a sack. So you'd be preparing the actual sack ingredients, and maybe not giving everything in the ingredients because it was like dry goods in the sack, and then you would have like these wet goods here, like this is butter, egg, milk, vanilla, and egg white. So this is not the full recipe because it has the instructions on putting together what's in the sack that's gifted. So if you buy any of her stamps, it may not have the full ingredient measurements for everything that's in here. And one of the 2 things that's missing is the sugar, the amount of sugar you're putting in, and the amount of flour. So just know that if you buy one of these stamps, it's not necessarily the full recipe. It's actually, you gifting the sack of dry ingredients, and the recipient would then follow the recipe and put it all together and, bake. And so this is a 4x4 stamp. So you would basically, make this into a tag and attach it, or a card or whatever, and attach it to the actual ingredients that are in a sack that you would give. So there's that. Just want you guys to know, because sometimes, people get all crazy about these recipe stamps, but they don't realize with Darcy's stamps, they don't have the full recipe. Now, you may be able to search Pinterest, which is where I've been, to find some of the actual recipes or ingredient listings for the recipes. That's how I should say it. Because she had them in like a book. And of course, if you don't have the book, then you're kind of SOL for that, for that recipe. But anyway, I just wanted you to know that that's the case with her stamps. And I will probably tack this video onto another one. Hopefully I'll get a chance to craft all of these wonderful stamps here, stencils with stamped images on them, because I'm going to stamp them like postage and then use them for card fronts and tags and stuff like that. So I want to get to do that and share that with you, but I'll probably link this video to another one. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye. Hey everyone, I got some more goodies in the mail today. This is in an order I placed with the Greetery. It's because I was looking for something and I found it. I knew they had it. And they also had a release a couple of weeks ago, I think. I don't know when it was. I didn't order then, but I went ahead and placed an order to combine, for shipping. So more postage stuff. This is called Postal Modern. Now this, I believe, is from their January 2024 release, called Love Letters, I think is what she had it as, a collection. So you can see here there's a bunch of postal related items. So I purchased the stamp and the coordinating die set for it. This one has some postcard items, but then it's got stamps as well. You can see the stamp there. And then some, what do you call it? I forgot what it is called now. The words slipped my mind. But what I was really after was this stencil here, and you can kind of see what it is. It's a 2-layer stencil, and it does the front of an A2 size card with the sort of the airmail type, what do you call it, pattern on it. Yeah, do we even do airmail anymore? It's such an old thing. Like, I don't think we do that, but, you know, I haven't used that in a long time. So anyway, you know, you can do the stripes in whatever color you want to do them in. And I thought it would be nice if you're doing stenciling, like with the stamps that I have, or the stencils that I have, to be able to use the colors that you're using for the stenciling of those stamped images. I don't even have one in front of me. Do I? I don't know. Oh, yeah. With something like this, right? So with the stamps that I've been creating here, stamps as in postage stamp, it would be nice to be able to alternate the color of the card, the edge of your card, with that same, you know, coloring scheme on it. So that's what I mean by that. So this was, I think it was $9 for this. So what I ordered these other things, these are from the more recent release. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like tea themed. So I got this this die, which is called Stitch Scallops. There's 3 sizes. So I love that. You've got the little hash marks there and the scalloped edges. So this could be used for a lot of different things. I picked this up. This is called the Tipsy Strip. Now, I did not pick up the teacups that she's got in her release. Simply because I have plenty of teacup dies already, stamps and dies, so I didn't feel like I needed to get, you know, more of that. But this allows you to make your stack of things, not just teacups. It could be bowls, it could be cups, you know, whatever, mugs or whatever, and you can stack them up, and it lets them move back and forth, you know, from side to side. And stay in like a stacked sort of thing. So that's what this does. So I got that. And then I got this fancy finger foods die. These make little sandwiches. So like you would see with, you know, tea, like cucumber sandwiches or whatever. That's what this is. And then I got the things for the china. Okay, so here's the stamp. Fine china. And there's the guide that she has for it. So if you're going to stamp the stamps, you can do it like this with these colors. You know, she gives you a nice layout for that. And then I got the die. So if you're interested in die cutting it out, it does have a stencil in here, so you can even use the stencil to do the coloring. You don't have to stamp necessarily. So there's the stencil included with the die. And then I also got the hot foil stamp plate. So there's that. So if you wanted to do some sort of gold edging, lots of fine china have gold filigree on it, or gold paint a lot of times. So that's a nice addition to things. So this is for hot foiling. So if you have one of those plates, you can do that as well. And that's what I got from the Greetery. And that's my share for now. I will probably hook this with another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.